Courtney, all you do is talk about marketing. I don't want to market. I want to coach. Most people believe that the way to get a result is simply by showing someone how to follow A, B, C, D, right? 1, 2, 3, here's the steps. I'm gonna coach you on how to do that, and voila. If you're ready to fight with me, stay tuned, because we're gonna get into it right now. Hey, CourtneyLSanders here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to me, I'm a full-time online life and business coach, as well as wife and mom. I wear all the hats and I do all the things, but today, I'm gonna talk about a pet peeve. I'm gonna talk about a pet peeve that maybe you have commented on this very channel. And that is online coaches, personal brands, anybody who says some variation of, well, I don't wanna market, I just wanna coach. Grinds my gears. You and I, we're gonna hash it out, right? So if you're ready to fight with me, stay tuned, because we're gonna get into it right now. All right, the reason I wanna fight people who say this, it drives me crazy, is because they don't realize marketing is coaching and coaching is marketing. Let that bake your noodle. Yes, so many people have this false dichotomy where they think coaching is this pure thing that's over here. It's, you know, the work of my heart. It's me helping people and pulling the potential out of them. And oh, I'm so obsessed with coaching and doing this amazing pure thing that I can't be bothered. I can't be soiled with this dirty thing that you all call marketing over here. Courtney, all you do is talk about marketing. I don't want to market. I want to coach. Well, if that's your perspective, I'm here to let you know that all this pulling potential and, you know, helping people and deep diving, that's actually a form of marketing, whether you like it or not, right? So part of the reason why I am both a good coach and a good marketer is because I understand that they're the same skill set. So booyah. If you ever left a comment on my channel saying that, they're the same skill set, okay? A lot of people think that like, marketing is this like extra thing that you do to like convince people and all of that. No. Both of them, pulling potential out, marketing your products, are often about pulling out the negative beliefs or the erroneous beliefs that people have that prevent them from getting the outcomes ultimately that they want. And the reason that I say marketing is coaching and coaching is marketing, or marketing is sales and sales is marketing, is all the same, because they all boil down to breaking limiting beliefs, right? And what a lot of coaches won't admit, especially the ones that think that they're, you know, superior coaches and they can't be bothered to do any of the marketing, is that if you have trouble breaking limiting beliefs before the sale, you're gonna have trouble breaking limiting beliefs after the sale. Yep, it's true. Why? Because the sales and marketing doesn't stop even after they have hired you and they have become a client. Yes, even after they've paid you money, understand you are still gonna have to sell them and market to them essentially the philosophy that you want them to embark on. And I talk about this a lot. In fact, you should check out my other video right here, which is why every coach should have a coach, because it speaks more in depth to this. Most people believe that the way to get a result is simply by showing someone how to follow A, B, C, D, right? 1, 2, 3, here's the steps. I'm gonna coach you on how to do that, and voila, you're gonna have the results. Ask any athletic coach, right? In fact, there's a really great series on Netflix called The Coach's Playbook. I haven't watched all of it, but I did watch Serena's coach, and he's great. And he talks about a lot of the mindset issues that he's had to work, even with Serena, and Serena's the GOAT, right? She's the GOAT of women's tennis, and there were still things that he had to pull out of her in order to get her to play at her best level. But he tells a story in there about essentially he had to sell himself as being her coach, right? And he was effective at it. I won't give it away, I'll let you watch it, but there was specifically something that he did and he kind of like threw her off balance and it like worked. And she was like, okay, I wanna work with you. There's something specific that he did that demonstrated that he had the ability to continue doing that when working with her, right? If he couldn't sell her when she was already, you know, winning championships and the Serena Williams, how is he gonna sell her even after she became a player of his, or, you know, working with him and he's telling her things to do, right? She's Serena. Like, what if she says, well, I don't want to do that. Or I think, I should do something better. Or, especially the higher up you go and the more successful people are, oftentimes they have bigger egos, right? Because they've achieved more. And so as a coach, it's always a sale. It's always marketing to sell people on themselves. Ooh, that's a big one. Sell people on their own potential. You will get clients who will come to you and they're all excited, and then life hits them, right? They go back to normal life. I see this a lot, especially when clients come to retreats or do in-person sessions with me. And this is heavy on my mind because I'm actually flying out to my retreat in South Africa. I'm so excited about it in just a few days. But oftentimes clients will come to like a secluded environment, a conference of yours, an in-person session, a retreat or something. And they're like hopped up, like, yes, this is the best thing ever. I'm going home. We're about to kill it, right? And then they go home and they get back in their normal environment. They get back to, their naysaying friends and their naysaying spouse and their naysaying coworkers, and people are telling them this is ridiculous, you're not going to be successful, or whatever, telling them anything that's going to limit their beliefs. And they start to, back out of it. And they start to think either one, is your methodology right? Or two, is your methodology right for me? Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm not the person that can do this. Maybe I'm whatever. And so if you can't even sell them on the front end in terms of getting them to be a client, understand that even once they're a client, they're still gonna be like shaky for a minute until they fully basically adopt your belief and they fully embrace the mindset of the person who has achieved the things that they're looking to achieve, right? It's not just doing the things, because if it were just information, we would all be successful, right? I always say information isn't transformation, right? Action requires traction. And so oftentimes they need you to hold that support while their belief is catching up, to hold them and, help them stay through what it is that they're doing. And that is a sales process, my people. That is a marketing process, right? Successful coaching is about speaking to your client's needs in terms of, oh, this is what you need to do. But understand that really all marketing is about creating an environment that speaks to your client's nature, right? I'm telling you, you're a good coach if you understand this, because people are at war oftentimes with their own human nature, right? And so many times their mind wants to do things. They hear you, they're like, yes, I want to do this. But the environment that they're around, their natural propensities, just human nature gets in the way. And so if you're good at marketing, that means you have a fundamental understanding of human nature, of psychology, how people are. And so you're able to sell yourself in accordance with how people are, not against it. And so most people who struggle with marketing fundamentally do not understand human nature. They fundamentally do not understand psychology, because they sell themselves and do things that are completely at odds with how people like to buy, with how people like to be marketed to. I know, people hate to be sold. Well, people hate to be sold, but they love to buy, right? And so if you can't create an environment where people love to buy, it's because you lack a fundamental understanding of human nature. And if you lack a fundamental understanding of human nature, that's a sign that your coaching might not be as effective as you think it is, even if you're good from a, tactical methodology standpoint, because you have to learn how to engineer an environment where people can receive what it is that you're saying, and you do it on both sides. You do it before the sale and you do it after the sale. So I'm gonna need everybody to stop saying, I don't wanna market, I just wanna coach. No, if you wanna coach, you coach. You coach before the sale and you coach after. Before the sale, we call it marketing and sales. After, we call it coaching, but it's the same process, all right? And so if this kind of blew your mind and you're like, oh my goodness, I need to work with someone, well, I wanna work with you. So you can click the link below to speak with my team. I have a variety of coaching offers for this year that I'm really excited about. Some long-term coaching, some short-term coaching, some group coaching, masterminds, live courses, in-person stuff, retreats, there's all kind of things that I'm doing this year. So it's, no pressure to get on the call. In fact, my team will kind of hear you out. Okay, what's going on? And they'll let you know if we have something that is a fit for you. And if not, we'll tell you to sit tight and maybe you'll give us the idea and we'll create it. So if that's of interest to you, go ahead and click the link below in order to book a call. But thanks so much for watching this video. If you liked it, despite me wanting to fight you, I kid, right? You're probably like, me, Courtney? I never left a comment like that. I know. But even if you have left a comment like that, it's all love, right? I'm your coach on the other side of the screen. So I just, I was like, I gotta coach people through that. So if it was tough love, but you loved it, give it a thumbs up. And if you can't wait for my next video, make sure you are following me on my podcast, The Courtney Sanders Show. And if you can't wait for my next podcast episode or my next YouTube video, make sure you're following me on Instagram. It's CourtneyLSanders on Instagram. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.